Lucy? Lucy Walker?
I shouldn't be out here. I should be finishing my chores.
Well, you might not have to. If you stay here long enough, Marie will do them herself.
Willie? Where'd you get this anyway?
Oh, Marshall helped me build it a couple summers ago. This is the nicest spot on the lake. We'll just stop at this rock.
All right. Bulrushes! What?
Lucy, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I was just trying to...
Willie.
So this is the man who keeps robbing the bank in Browning?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like much.
Must be more to him than meets the eye, then. It says here he's hit this bank more than once in the last couple of years.
Who's the marshal there?
Name's Lee Ford. He's been at this game a lot longer than both you and me combined, I'll tell you.
Maybe it's time he gives it up. According to this, Ford should be here already. This was sent 3 days ago. Suspect is believed to be en route to Canadian border. Marshal Ford is in pursuit. Why didn't you tell me about this?
Guess I didn't bother reading that far.
Have you seen Lucy?
No.
Probably somewheres with Willie. He has a way of losing himself for hours, Marie.
It's not like her. She left in the middle of her chores.
Well, that sounds pretty reasonable to me.
Since we have to track down an errant U.S. Marshal, we'll keep an eye out for her.
Thank you.
Well, I wouldn't worry yourself, Marie. Probably trying to spend some time alone with her.
Jack, they're too young to be thinking about things like that.
Well, I don't know, Marie. When it comes to spooning, you're never too young.
Or too old.
We have to find out what happened here first.
Willie, let's just leave.
Lucy, you better go back to town and get the marshal.
By myself?
All right, I'll go.
No, I'll do it. I'll see you soon, Willie.
Wait.
What?
Take the high ground. There's a shortcut.
Ford wanted us along, he would have come for us.
If he wanted to cross into Canada, he should have asked permission.
Lee Ford's been a marshal for over 20 years. He don't need no permission from some wet behind-the-ears mountie.
There are certain procedures, Craddock.
Look, he's seen his bank hit 3 times. This should be his arrest. Besides, I'm feeling a little poorly about trying to steal his thunder after him riding all this way.
Well, perhaps a marshal who's let the same criminal escape 3 times deserves his thunder stolen.
Now, just hold on there, Bennett. Lee Ford's one of the best. He's one of the few lawmen left around that ain't been turned into a cipher. I'll be, that's him now.
Jack Craddock. Good to see you.
Lee, it's been a long time.
You Mounties are still wearing the fancy costumes.
Mr. Ford, I have to remind you that you need permission before crossing into Canadian territory.
Is this Canada? Well, surely looks just like America to me. Sorry about that.
Any sign of him?
Who?
Well, that hombre you've been chasing.
How'd you hear about that?
Your office sent us a dispatch?
Blasted deputy. Can't eat a can of beans without him filling out a report. You two'd get along. No, I haven't seen him, man. He's probably long gone again.
Well, with the 3 of us looking, can find out for sure.
Well, appreciate the offer, Jack, but I haven't changed. I still work alone.
Mr. Ford, you're already somewhere you don't belong. If you want to continue looking, you do it with us.
Yes, sir, Corporal. If you circle east, I'll head north and cover more ground that way. Fire a shot if you find anything. Does that meet with your approval?
That'll be fine.
Listen, Lee, if you come across a couple of children, a boy and a girl, send them on back to Bordertown, be much appreciated.
If I see him, consider him sent. It's good seeing you again, Jack.
You too.
Can't say I approve of the company you're keeping, though.
I can see why you like him, Jack. He probably taught you all your bad habits.
Pretty. Oh, who did this to you? I'm gonna get you out. Where's the door?
Stay away from there.
Willie! Willie!
Wait. I will not harm you, but you must be quiet. There is a killer out here.
Please.
It's not me, little girl. You see, I have no weapons.
Then let me go. I have to get to the law.
You can't go by yourself. Why didn't the boy come with you?
How do you know about him?
I saw the 2 of you with this.
Then you saw the body? Why didn't you do something about it?
What desperados and gunfighters do to each other is not my business. Birds are my concern. I study them.
Just step away from her. Lucy, get over here. Lucy, I said get over here.
Young man, you're making a mistake.
Just be quiet.
Willie, I don't think he's responsible.
And explain it to the law. We're taking you to Bordertown. Now get moving. Stay back. I said stay where you are.
Look at these birds. What do you think they're here for? Does a murderer do this? I am a scientist.
I've been in this job almost 30 years. It's the first time a boy has ever caught a killer for me. I'm obliged. I don't know what they call it where you come from, mister. But in my part of the world, we call what you did a hanging offense. I found a body about half a mile back. Your handiwork?
I didn't do anything.
You know, sir, I hear someone sing that same refrain every day. Shame you couldn't have come up with something better. Let me relieve you of that weapon, son.
Sir?
Name's Lee Ford, son. Marshal Lee Ford. You two must be the ones that Marshal Craddock told me to look out for. Guts or brains?
What?
Either you possess a lot of guts or no brains. This weapon's empty.
He deliberately sent us over territory he'd already been through. These are his tracks.
You don't know that for sure.
Want to get down from there and take a look at these? Stop covering for him.
This is his arrest.
This is my country.
Get up. Well, whatever happened here weren't no accident.
Ford was here. I'd like to know when. Before or after.
Watch your tongue, Corporal.
Sounds like you're afraid of the answer, Jack. What?
Some kind of commotion over there. Something's disturbing them, that's for sure.
Why are you doing this?
The man he killed was a bank robber. I found the body, but not the money. I think he's hidden it somewhere. Son, tell Marshal Craddock I got what I came for. And tell him Lee Ford thinks you'd make more than a fair deputy.
Sir? Shouldn't you take him to Corporal Bennett? This is Canada.
This man killed a criminal I've been after for a long time. It's American business.
No, it's not.
I apologize, Corporal, for interfering in your jurisdiction. But please, let me take McKee's body and this man back to Browning.
If Lafont killed that man, he did so on Canadian soil.
Corporal's right, Lee.
I don't believe it. Jack Craddock hiding behind the rules like some Mountie. If you two reconsider, I'll be in the saloon.
Mr. Ford. Have any idea where the money is?
He probably gave it to an accomplice.
Something doesn't make sense.
How's that?
He's got the bank robber. Why is he so interested in Lafont?
Corporal, Marshal Craddock?
Yes, Lucy?
I don't think Mr. Lafont killed that man.
Why not?
Well, he tried to help me. A murderer wouldn't do that, would he?
Lucy Walker, get over here right now.
I have a feeling we should play this thing out.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy? Your dinner's ready. Do you know why you're doing this?
Because I avoided it earlier?
No. Because you didn't tell me you were leaving. And you scared me. And I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to you. That's why. Now, come inside and tell me all about your adventure.
You and I know two things. I killed him, and you took the money. Now I want to know where it is. You stay quiet and you stay alive. Now get up. One word, one syllable, and you're dead.
Just in case, Mr. Ford. 50-50.
You got a deal.
Wait.
You killed him, didn't you?
You are a scientist, aren't you?
Why didn't you take the money and run?
There's $1,000 on his head. That, along with what's in that bag, would make me a wealthy man.
Drop the gun.
Caught him, Jack. He killed McPhee and hid the money here, see?
We heard everything, Lee. Just drop the gun.
No.
Lambeau! Stay where you are.
I trusted and respected you, Lee.
I don't expect you to understand, Jack. But when you're my age and you got nothing to show for it but a pair of guns, think back on this.
That don't justify killing a man.
He was a thief. He would have hung, no question.
And what does that make you, Lee? Huh? What does that make you?
I know that you wouldn't have hurt me.
I just want you to understand that the money was to help my work, not to make me rich.
I believe you. I'm sorry about the way things turned out. All your birds have been set free.
They'll go home. This will be my cage for a while. But don't worry. I'll fly away soon.
Lafont made a full confession. He saw Ford burying the money, then he stole it.
Yeah, but why?
Said the money meant a whole new life to him.
Yeah, well, he sure got that right, didn't he? But I bet he didn't think it'd be behind bars. Just like I didn't think I'd be locking the cell door on Marshal Lee Ford.
Have you sent word to Browning?
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna find it hard to believe that a U.S. Marshal's gonna be sitting behind bars in a Canadian jail for a long, long time. No, I can tell you that. You know, Lee was someone everyone looked up to, including me.
Well, you can always remember him for what he was.
Yeah. I got a feeling it'll be the last thing I saw him. That'll be the thing that'll stick, though. Kept your head out there, young lady. Did a good job.
Marie, is Lucy here?
Come in, Willie. She's out on the back porch.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Still doing those chores?
Marie gave me a few extra for running off.
Don't tell me you like them.
Not as much as I enjoyed avoiding them. You know, Willie, I bet you'd make a good marshal someday. You looked pretty brave and you thought you were saving me.
Well, I shouldn't let you go off by yourself.
I was all right out there.
Yeah, I guess you were.
Well, I guess I better head inside.
Guess so.
Bye.
Bye.